Right, welcome to another one of my Chromebook videos. I've just got hold of the new Asus C213N, which is a new ruggedized touch flip Chromebook. And this one hasn't come onto the market yet, but it's due out very soon. So this is a pre-release model that I've got here. It's a little bit different in shape to the R11, which I'm used to using. It's a tiny bit longer, about 5 or 6 millimeters longer in width, and a little bit narrower. And underneath, a couple of interesting features. It's got a removable battery, which it shares in common with the Vigeland 360. Around the edge, it's got a rubberized surround, which will help it survive impacts. It's specifically designed to be easy to work on in terms of fixing, so the screws are all easily accessible, the battery is replaceable. Down the side, this is the first Chromebook I've had that has USB-C, so it's got a USB-C port on either side. This is what you use for charging, power button, USB 2 micro SD, and a headphone jack. And on the other side we've got another USB-C port, USB 2, a volume rocker, and a Kensington lock. So that's about it on the outside. It's plastic. It's meant to be fairly tough. I haven't put it to the test by dropping it, as I've been given this device just to look at, so I'm not going to drop it at this point. And if I open it up, and my camera's unlocked, so I can just do that. So I've got the Bluetooth tethering to my phone, so I can just unlock it with a touch. And it's an interesting device because it's got a camera down here on the front, and it's got a camera up here. This device, when I got it, was on the beta channel, and it supported Android apps. Then the beta channel updated and the Android apps vanished. It's now on the stable channel and the Android apps aren't there, but on release this device is meant to support Android apps, and it certainly did when I first got it, but it's a pre-release device. We don't have Android apps right at the moment. The keys, quite nice. It's got a longer travel than most Chromebook keys that I've used, so that's quite a nice feature. The touchpad has a discernible click when you touch it. And the screen is not quite as rigid as the R11. It's got a very similar type of hinge to the R11, and it will obviously go into different arrangements like so, and you can have it in tablet mode. It's based on the N3350 Intel Celeron processor. This one's got 4 GB of RAM. The 3350 is quite a bit faster than what you'll find in a number of Chromebooks at the moment, so this will score around about the 11,000 mark in Octane, as opposed to things like the N3060 models found in the R11 and a lot of other Chromebooks at the moment, which will get you somewhere around about the 8,000 to 9,000 mark. So it is noticeably quicker than those devices. It's touch screen, and it's not a glossy screen. It's not an IPS like you'll find on the R11, and as such when you touch this screen it's not smooth. It's got a slight texture to it, which some people might like, some people might not. It also makes it less prone to get smears. The only downside to it, and this is a function of it being easy to fix and replace parts, which is a good thing in schools because this is aimed at schools, is that the screen is inset from the surround. So on an R11 it's perfectly smooth and glossy, but if I have to touch the top corner there, I'm having to push my finger into the top corner because there's a lip there, which you won't find in other touchscreen Chromebooks, at least not ones that I've used. It's a minor point, but it's a little bit about usability, I guess, but that's the price you pay for being able to take this surround off and pop in a new screen if it gets broken. So there's swings and roundabouts there. Though just one thing I wanted to show if I go into Screencastify, because we've got two cameras, we can select the camera. So I've got it on camera at the moment, and there's two cameras you can select. Now my one gripe at the moment is that unless you know, there's no way of telling which camera is which. So USB 25M AF UVC webcam, I happen to know, is the one down here, and the other one, the HD UVC webcam, is the one up here. And you would have thought it might automatically select the right camera depending on which sort of setup you're in, but you have to manually select the camera. So I've manually selected that camera. I'm going to show a preview. I'm going to go into tablet mode and I'm going to record from the webcam. So I should.
2, 1.
So I'm currently recording, pointing my tablet at my R11 that's feeling a bit sad because I'm using a competitor's and there's a pixel down there. And the video quality from the camera that's on the keyboard is okay. So don't expect anything particularly stunning. So I'm currently recording, pointing my tablet at my R11 that's feeling a bit sad. I'm going to get rid of that. So you've got that extra feature that you can actually wander around and carry it like any other tablet or phone and film what's going on around you. In terms of a price point for this particular device, it's rather more expensive than things like the R11 other Chromebooks that we considered for a one-to-one deployment, and for us that will probably rule it out simply because it's just above where we would be looking at, probably about £50 too expensive for us. But in terms of performance, it's better than the regular Chromebook that we've got, and its performance on the Octane benchmark puts it above things like the Samsung Plus and the Acer R11, which are much more expensive devices. Okay, thank you for watching.